Well, back to another Fed. What a game it was last night. 1-0. Big Alfredo sticking the dome on it. Katic sticking the dome on everyone. And we progress through. And this is our reward in Group G. Obviously, being a pot 4 team, it was always going to be, the group was always going to be against you. But to be honest, I wanted a tough group. I wanted glamour ties, what people would call it. I mean, obviously, not saying that we're not going to progress from this group. So we'll get we'll get to that in a minute. But overall, Porto, Champions League team. They are genuinely a Champions League team. Young Boys and Feyenoord, I mean, they could easily be Champions League teams, but they're not really. They've kind of declined. But Young Boys, it's a fucking, the amount of memes. And I've already joked about it, that about Celtic no getting Young Boys, but enough said about that. I mean, the less said about that, the better, like, you know what I mean? But Feyenoord now, from Holland, three pretty easy ties, you know what I mean? Switzerland, Holland, and Portugal, not exactly having to fly over to Kazakhstan. Stan. But yeah, I think in terms of this group, it's going to be a tough one. I think Porto should win it. You know what I mean? Just due to the fact I think they're the best team in it. But I think second place will be highly contested. Young Boys, I think, are probably the weakest, even though they were pot 2. I mean, unless I've missed it in a lot, like, and that Young Boys are like the next big thing. But I doubt it. I doubt it very much. But I think overall it's a good group and it's a very doable group. But the only thing I'm disappointed on, I would have liked Rangers or Celtic to get an English team. I would have liked that. I would have liked to see Rangers at Old Trafford, at the Emirates, them at Ibrox, Celtic Park, you know what I mean? Wolves even, I would have accepted Wolves, but I wanted Arsenal, Rangers, that's the one I wanted. Arsenal, yeah, United, Rangers, but we didn't get it. But fuck it, we'll just get them in the knockout stages when we smash these teams and get 18 points. Moving on though to the actual fixture list of the games. Yes, the quality is shit, but I will be able to read it out. I know this is fucking out of order pish. But we kick off with Feyenoord at home. And now, in my opinion, considering we've got 2 away games after that, I say this game is must win. But I mean, we kick off and we end with a home game. So, you know, if we got 5 points out of the first 3, I think that would be fantastic. But Porto away and Porto at home, they're going to be 2 very, very, very exciting ties. But I think we kick off with 3 points away to Young Boys. I don't see why we can't win. I think we should be walking in there and slapping up some young kids. That sounds a wee bit weird, man. We're no Celtic. We need to apply the brakes and just do a wee U-turn. But I think the way it's set up, we could easily be going into the Porto with 6 points, the double header with Porto. And then whatever we get out of that would be a bonus. I mean, if we picked up 12 points, but I think Feyenoord away, even Feyenoord at home, Young Boys, I think, are the weakest. That's my opinion. If anyone wants to question me down below and say, oh, Young Boys are the big team, but I think Young Boys are the weakest team. But yeah, I think, if I had to make a prediction, I think it's going to be us and Porto that progress. Porto should be winning this group. If Porto don't win this group, their manager needs fucking looked at, man, because they should be in the Champions League. You know what I mean? They get to the knockouts of the Champions League. So if they don't win this group, then what is going on with Porto? Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, that is it. That is my reaction to the Europa League draw. Very entertained. Just a wee bit disappointed we didn't get an English team mixed in. But, you know, what can you do, man? I mean, also, Linfield got knocked out by Qarabag. Would have been good to have another British team in, but sadly, Qarabag beat them 2-1, but nonetheless, I mean, if Linfield, a team with as many good players as fucking, the worst team imaginable, can do it, there's no excuse for Aberdeen and Kilmarnock jobbing out. There ain't. And on that note, I hope we fucking win the competition, but we'll just take a game at a time. And until the match preview of the Old Firm, peace.